Hi everyone, welcome to my first daily edition. Firstly, I would like to apologize because my grandparents' house doesn't really have a board or anything, so I'm speaking purely off my adaptability skills and general notes. So, for today's D1, I want to talk about my working plan. In this D1, there are two main parts that I'm going to be talking about. First is the revision, and next is going to be my plans for this week. So, let's start. Firstly are the revisions. For last week's meeting, we mainly focused on developing the next steps for our company. In order to do this, Mrs. Pratt gave us the rundown of what we were lacking in our company and asked us if our industries needed the certain skills from the different industry. For example, in the meeting, when Sophia was talking about customer counseling, Mrs. Pratt asked me if my uh, industry needed that and why it needed that and what situation would I use it in. The next thing is I want to revise my work. Last week's work, in my opinion, was pretty much okay. I think I'm still lacking some videos, I believe. Other than that, I think one of my biggest challenges in doing the work last week, was going over it properly, because some of the things in there were a bit hard to do. For example, the simplification of the business model. Now, let's move on to Mrs. Pratt's comments. Since in the meeting I had already discussed my company with Mrs. Pratt a few days prior, I'm going to talk about that meeting right now. So, for my company, I've already, as the time of recording this video, I've talked about the 12-week plans. I've gone over the 12 weeks plan with Mrs. Pratt, and I've outlined what I need to do for the DE2 for now. My next steps, based off this interaction, would be to firstly create the 12-week plan that will focus on rebuilding and improving the quality, the structure, and the general flow of my business model. Now, one important thing that I'll need to focus on for this week, that is to be punctual and be able to adapt to any situation. Because I'm down in the really far, in the mountain ranges and stuff. It has really bad internet here, etc., and a ton of other problems that I need to solve. Because of that, I'm going to have to increase my resilience and understanding of the world around me and my environment in order to fully adapt and create this week's work proficiently and efficiently. Now, this week's work is pretty simple. Firstly, for the main work, I'm going to talk about the 12-week plan for next week and continuing on how to do my business better, the skills I need, the general developments, and the 9 supporting factors for our business models. My D2 is fairly simple. For this D2, I'll be recording the video of the first week, this week, and creating the 12-week plan for the DE2 regarding the development of my website continuing. So that's all for the generalization of my first daily edition. Thanks for listening. See ya.